What's up, everybody? It's Young here, and welcome to a Metal Gear Solid 4 Guns of the Patriots YongPlay. So I actually really love this game. I know people hate it because of the long cutscenes, but I think the cutscenes are awesome, very well constructed, and I think the gameplay mechanics are the best it's ever been. Although I do admit there are some parts to this game that I just absolutely despise, but in the end I think the good outweighs the bad. So I am ecstatic to share my experience of MGS4 with you guys. So let's dive right into it. I am gonna play this game in Big Boss Hard, no kills, no alerts, and hopefully no recovery items, but I can't promise that I won't be using any rations because it's pretty difficult. But we'll see what happens. Before I do that, though, let's go into mission briefing and check out the mission briefing for Act 1, which is not in the game. Now, for those who have not played MGS4, these cutscenes are pretty damn long, so yeah, you're gonna have to be a bit patient. But as I said, I think the cutscenes are awesome. I think you're gonna enjoy them. But yeah, expect to go huge chunks with no gameplay whatsoever. That's just the nature of this game, and it is what it is. I enjoy it for what it is.
Only 2 eggs today? Solidus must have taken the day off. 7, 8, 9, 2, 5, 9, 0, 3.
Now, is it just me, or is there like symbolism here? Like the shitty egg is Solid Snake or Old Snake, and the good egg is Liquid, because, you know, Old Snake is going to shit while Liquid is rising and all that. I don't know. It's just something I noticed.
The Manhattan incident triggered a serious public backlash. Now the U.S. has to think twice before intervening militarily in other countries' affairs. This has fueled a push towards military privatization, with PMCs at the heart of that movement.
PMCs? Private military companies?
That's right. PMCs have no basis in nations or ideologies. They are private enterprises, driven by profit. In addition to dispatching mercenaries to war zones, they secure weapons and train local soldiers. They're contractors for war itself, and business is good. Their clientele includes developed nations like the U.S., rebel factions,
Liquid,
seize power by
and
force.
Solid.
Smaller countries like
Solid
the
chicken
armies
and
of
Liquid
their own.
chicken. Nice.
Even terrorist groups. They're in the Americas, Asia, the South Pacific, Europe, Africa, the Middle East. The rise of the PMC has spawned a war by proxy, and it's spreading across the globe.
They're
Whoa!
We'll eat them later, okay?
Jesus Christ, what is that?
Every age has its mercenary.
Sunny, huh?
PMCs are nothing new. We've been dealing with them
That's
since before the
definitely
turn
not
of
a
the
good
century.
description for those eggs.
No, Snake. They're nothing
But hey,
like
she's
the
trying.
mercenaries of the past.
they're ready.
Sorry, I'm a little busy right now.
What a dick. Just take the eggs, dude.
The Pentagon's new battlefield control system has produced a decisive difference between hired guns and the PMCs of today. The system was developed by Arms Tech Security.
Arms Tech? You mean AT Corp?
In recent years, AT Corp has shifted focus from weapons development to security tools.
For those who don't know,
Since
that's the
establishment
company
of
that
AT Security,
Baker
business
ran
has
in
improved.
MGS1.
The system makes
It's
it
definitely gone
possible
through
to
some
integrate
changes.
Not only micro-level information on individual soldiers
Aww.
and units, but also macro-level information about field conditions and order of battle.
So they've finally achieved total real-time battlefield control.
Shake my
That's
head.
right. And as a result, the global presence of PMCs has grown explosively. Truth is, the rise of system-controlled PMCs has led to a dramatic
That looks
decline in
handy.
civilian casualties and human rights violations on the battlefield.
A cleaner, safer battlefield. Makes for nice propaganda.
Yeah, I'd be pissed too. Holy Jesus, how many is that? Good lord. And Snake wonders why he's degenerating so quickly.
Snake! You were smoking again, weren't you? This is a non-smoking flight.
She's a nagger.
There's more. State governments and rebel groups can't match the maintenance price of standing forces. PMC,
And there's the Mark
by
II.
comparison, are relying
That thing will come very handy in this non-lethal
It
playthrough.
wasn't
So
long before everybody had them on the payroll.
yeah, keep an eye out for that.
And as a result, regular armies began to decline worldwide. It's hard
Got a
to
bit of
believe, I
history
know,
lesson here.
PMCs are beginning to overtake conventional armies in terms of scale. Nowadays, it's the PMCs who serve as standard battalions. They already make up 60% of all combatant forces in zones of conflict.
Jesus.
60%.
The fact is, the world now depends largely on PMCs for waging its wars.
I thought it was the UN that authorized the PMCs in the first place.
The US abstained from voting on that resolution. In effect, Washington was endorsing PMCs without ever revealing its true intentions. Until they got wind of the uprising, that is.
The US has exported too much military power. And now, she's paying the price.
That's exactly it. America has now turned war into a form of economic activity. Analysts are calling it the war economy, in that it's picking up the slack for the downward-sloping oil market. But I, for one, don't intend to simply stand by and watch it happen. For the PMCs, market expansion entails fanning the flames of war. It means more refugees.
War orphans. Child soldiers.
Like Raiden.
Even as PMC soldiers get more specialized, they're also getting younger.
Not gonna lie, you gotta have a pretty brilliant mind
Unmanned
to
weapons, child
think of all this.
proxy battles.
This entire war economy
There are
thing.
hundreds of PMCs in
Yeah,
business
Kojima's got a
worldwide,
sharp head.
and their numbers are growing.
Good noggin.
Currently, 5 of them are big enough to be labeled global powers. 2 in the U.S.
Even if this is
1
pretty
each in
ridiculous
UK,
stuff, but it's
France, and Russia.
pretty smart stuff too.
Reconnaissance has revealed
Ooh,
that
the
those
Beauty and the
5
Beast.
PMCs are run by a dummy corporation that acts as a single mother company.
Outer Heaven.
This mother company embodies the 5 largest PMCs.
That looks like
Her
the
name
Death Eater
is
mark
Outer Heaven.
from Harry Potter.
Outer heaven. You mean
That's right. It's Liquid.
liquid?
He's taken command of this immense army and is now preparing to unleash an insurrection.
I watched him die.
His will lives on, in the body of the man once known as Ocelot. He aims to fan the flames of war even higher, to create the perfect world once envisioned by Big Boss.
The one world in which soldiers will always have a place.
He must be stopped, before it's too late.
All this stuff about Big Boss, for those who don't know,
You
was
understand,
revealed in Metal Gear 1 and 2.
Any means necessary.
So I think we can control the Mark II
to
here.
stop Liquid's insurrection.
I don't think I can find anything though, because we haven't really gotten into the game yet.
You want liquid dead.
So let's just do this.
Isn't that right, Colonel?
I'm sorry. I know. This isn't justice. It's a covert assignment. A hired hit. A wet works op targeting the head of a major multinational corporation.
Why me?
Because of the military might of the PMCs and the effect they have on the economy. War is to the 21st century what oil was to the 20th, the pillar that supports the global economy. You'll recall a rather alarming report issued by that American think tank during the Cold War. One that described a new model for perpetual war. What we're facing now is a whole new ballgame.
Iron Mountain's Delphi technique.
That was fiction. It existed only on paper. The reality is far more serious. The global community is concerned, but they're all too afraid of the war economy collapsing to do anything about it. The UN, too.
Sounds pretty self-serving to me.
Snake,
Him and his
this
cigarettes.
mission
Says no
isn't
smoking
ordered
right
from
there.
Washington. Not like the old days. And it's not something the UN can officially sanction either. But we can't just look the other way while Liquid plots this insurrection. If we fail to act, he'll become the greatest threat the world has ever faced. Snake. You're the only man I can trust.
Fine. Let's hear it.
Our intelligence on Liquid's uprising originally comes via reports from U.S. Special Forces, who were mobilized after we at the UN reported our findings.
Brother!
Liquid's movements. About 18 hours ago, he was spotted in the Middle East.
There's a rebel army in the Middle East, made up of ethnic minorities, waging civil war against the regime in power.
The core of that regime's army is provided by one of the PMCs under Liquid's control.
What about the rebels?
The local militias have hired small numbers of operators as trainers and field commanders. And of course, they've got help from the local PMCs.
Right. A proxy war between hired guns.
PMC versus PMC. A quagmire of war. All too typical victims of the new world economy. Snake, you'll be sneaking into the conflict zone via transport truck, disguised as one of the rebel army's hired operators. Your first objective is to make contact with our informants, Rat Patrol Team 01. They'll be expecting you.
Rat Patrol, huh? They sound sneaky.
They're a special forces team assigned to the Army's PMC Investigation Unit, CID.
CID. Real rats of the Army.
No. I can vouch for them personally.
Friends of yours?
Something like that.
You could say that. Transportation to the area will be provided under cover of a UN humanitarian aid mission, with support from the US military. From there on, though, you'll get no protection, and no guarantees from anyone.
Man, I
You
feel
must
so
not
bad
leave
for Sunny.
behind any evidence of
God.
your involvement in the area.
She's
let
surrounded
alone
by
the
men who
UN.
barely give a damn.
If word of this ever leaked out, it would spark a global
I mean, they got
firestorm.
other stuff to do, like, you know, saving the world, but... Man,
Snake,
she needs a mother.
will you do this for me? Will you terminate Liquid?
Hell yeah.
I'm not like the PMCs.
They look similar.
I don't need your money.
Ooh.
Thank you.
But if you're going to spark something, spark this.
Fuck money. As long as I have my cigarettes. Hell yeah.
Fine.
They're like,
I'll start my own fire.
oh, symbolism. Or metaphor. I don't know, whichever one. Okay, I think, is that it? Maybe? I think this could be it. Yep, I think that's it. Alright, that was only what, like 20 minutes? Phew, welcome to MGS4. Okay, we can finally start a new game. Let's go with Big Boss Hard. And, wish me luck. We're gonna have to watch a loading screen thing, this thing right here. I like this one, the David Hayter one.
Accomplished actor, screenwriter, voice of a generation.
Well,
Citizen of the world.
yeah, well, I never...
Ripped from the comfortable childhood in Canada, thrown into the turbulent waters of adolescence in Kobe, Japan. How did you stay afloat?
You mean in high school? Well, my dad got transferred overseas, and it was a really excellent experience, actually. I was really grateful for it.
Grateful. What is your biggest secret, David?
Ooh,
Pardon me?
kinky.
You can tell us.
Oh,
Not gonna lie,
that's
that
not
old
a secret,
lady's,
but
she's kind of
I
arousing.
have a tattoo of Kobe behind my ear.
Tattoo, splendid.
I don't know if I'd hit it, but I'm still kind of like, ooh, yes, okay.
It's not terribly big.
What are you wearing?
Wow.
Why are you here?
Oh, well, I was hoping to promote my new movie. I'm just coming off of the set.
No, David Hayter. Why here, wearing an eye patch?
Oh, the eye patch. This is pretty cool, actually. Gives me real-time information and
It kind of reminds me of Ben Wyatt from Parks and Rec. I don't know if you've watched that show.
What drives you?
Ooh,
What are your dreams?
kinky.
Well, I'd have to say my dream project.
Let your dreams drive you. Oh, a message of hope to today's young people from David Hayter.
Never actually said that.
I love this because I think the messages, information is controlled in this world that Kojima has created for us. And that's kind of shown through that little talk show. And then we got this, not really sure what the message is here. PMCs, I guess. It's an ad for PMCs, maybe. And, wow, this guy looks like an observer from Fringe. Great show, by the way. You should watch it if you haven't done that. Oh, yep, it's a PMC ad. I think that's it. Yep. It only shows 2, usually. Okay. Now, I don't know if I can do the old Snake voice because I don't have enough bronchitis for that, but, in the not-too-distant future, on a tired battlefield, war has become routine. Yeah, not enough bronchitis. War has changed. Love this speech. But yeah, these cutscenes, I love these cutscenes. They're so good. Some of them can drag, but, I mean, honestly, they're all good. Just love the direction, the art style, everything. I love everything. And the music, my god, I love the music. Every MGS impresses with music. And the music in this one, it's something else.
Has changed. It's no longer about nations, ideologies, or ethnicity. It's an endless series of proxy battles fought by mercenaries and machines. War and its consumption of life has become a well-oiled machine. War's changed. ID tag soldiers carry ID tagged weapons, use ID tag gear. Nanomachines inside their bodies enhance and regulate their abilities. Genetic control, information control, emotion control, battlefield control. Everything is monitored and kept under control. War has changed. The age of deterrence has become the age of control. All in the name of averting catastrophe from weapons of mass destruction. And he who controls the battlefield controls history. War has changed. When the battlefield is under total control, war becomes routine.
Not gonna lie, I think this is David Hayter's best voice acting work since MGS1. That really gruff bronchitis Snake voice, I think, really suits this one because it's old Snake. I didn't like that he did that when in Peace Walker. He just wasn't old enough. He looked young enough to just have a regular Snake voice. But here, he puts a lot of subtlety and emotion to it. I think he does a really good job in MGS4. Well, Rebels seem to be losing. Oh, looks like we are in gameplay. That only took, what? Jesus, 20, 25 minutes? Who knows? Okay, let's take this, the ration. Hopefully I'll never have to use it, but we never know. Let's go ahead and take it. And let's get out of here. And more cutscenes. Welcome to MGS4. 5 seconds of gameplay equals 10 minutes of cutscenes, basically. Oh boy.
Chopper! We're surrounded! Damn it, they've got us surrounded! We're being followed! Use the RPGs! Everyone, keep cool! Get a hold of this!
That rolling technique, very useful. I'll be using that a lot to sneak by. Okay, a bit more gameplay here. Good stuff. Let's pick up that rifle. Nice. I don't think I'll need it. Actually, I will need it early on just to hold people up. So let's go ahead and equip that. Hopefully we won't shoot it. And something I like to do, that guy right there. Okay, I'm gonna wait for him to do that, and then... Oh shit, I was gonna knock him out. I just think it's funny when that happens. I failed this time. Usually I just like to do that, because it's funny. Oh well, it is what it is. Not a big deal. And more cutscenes.
Stay on the offensive! We need backup! Hit him hard!
Uh-oh. It's the Geico Gecko. Would you like some car insurance? For those who don't know what the hell I'm talking about, that noise, what you're about to see, the things, they're called geckos. Like the Geico Gecko. And bam, sucker. Hello, would you like some car insurance? You look like you could use it. No, then I will kill you. Yeah, those things are pretty dangerous, pretty lethal, pretty scary too. They're really agile. Okay, here we go. Okay, so the route I like to take is this way. I'm gonna get what's down here first. Oh, wait, what the? Oh, there it is. There we go. There's a ration down there. And the reason I collect rations, even though I might not use them, is because one, I may use them, and two, giving these to soldiers, get them on your side, and that's useful. Okay. What weapons do I have? Just the stun knife. Yay. Okay. Hello, ally. Okay, something's gonna pop out of there, I think. Yep. So let's chill back here for a second. Wait until there we go. Does that. Oh my god! What the? It's never done that. It's never come this way. From what I remember. Okay, well, it's going back. There we go. Turn around. There we go. Okay. Now we're good. Let's make a run for it. And more cutscenes. Woo! Oh boy. That's ominous. Yeesh. Fail. Geico fail. Damn. That sneaking suit, though. Pretty sexy stuff. Old Snake. Oh boy. Man, these guys are agile, lethal. They're scary. Otokamo, as the Japanese would say. We just call it Octo Camo in America and other English-speaking places. Yeah, Kojima's had a thing for watermelon as of late. So the Gecko took a shit. That's fun. Both of them. Both geckos. It was like green, weird shit. Ooh. Watermelon camo. I can dig it. He's like, yes, my cigarette. That's all I care about. Life's good. Still got my cigarette. Hell yeah. Metal Gear Solid 4. Guns of the Patriots. Yeah, my bronchitis ain't strong enough to do Old Snake's voice. That's ID tagged, I'm assuming. Or maybe not. Hideo Kojima. Hideo Trolljima, as MGS fans like to call him. Yeah, actually, this might be one of the non-ID tagged weapons. Okay. I think I get to save the game here, and I think this is a good place to end it for today. That was like, what? 1 minute worth of gameplay, and the rest of it was cutscenes? Yeah.